Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
Should we just become best friends? Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right, let's do it. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Oh, Epstein update.
What? Emails?
Oh, yeah, big one.
Yeah.
Epstein.
You missed this morning?
Totally missed it this
buddy.
morning, yeah.
It was all over the place. Media was breathlessly reporting, doing the Democrats' dirty work for them. And as soon as I saw, well, it was Democrats in the House who released a couple of emails, I'm like, okay, this is probably BS. Might as well read it, see what's going on. So they released these couple of emails from Jeffrey Epstein. One was from 2011, where there's no context to this, by the way. He wrote to Ghislaine Maxwell, his madam, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Now, Democrats redacted the quote-unquote victim's name. Victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. I don't know what the rest of that means. But then imagine my surprise when I found out that the Democrats were big fat liars, because victim that was redacted was Virginia Giuffre, who has under oath and in her book and all over the place has said Trump never did anything.
So this doesn't make any sense that you just run with that. Like, here's the smoking gun.
Yes.
We finally got Trump.
Yes.
Is by the way, and this is going to sound like a stupid question, but every once in a while we get hate mail.
What?
Sure.
Yeah, occasionally that happens.
What?
And they call him a pedo. Is that why? Because of the Epstein thing?
Well,
usually.
I'm trying to figure out where that came from.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Without zero evidence of anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just, I was like, where did that come from? Okay, now I get it. All right, because you can
somebody
create
like
something
that
in your mind. Yeah.
Somebody like that I feel sorry for, because they've actually just been utterly broken. And I really hope they get some help.
Yes. Well, and speaking of that, we can get more into that whole story. I think you've pretty much summarized it.
That's pretty much it, yeah. Well, I mean, there's also a couple of exchanges with Michael Wolff, a disgraced fake journalist.
Oh, yeah.
Where basically he's doing PR work for Jeffrey Epstein and then giving him tips on how to blackmail Trump. And this is like the silver bullet, apparently. I don't understand.
Yeah. It'll be fun to watch the reaction to this, though, today. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. When you're talking about people that have been broken, I thought about, well, we could get to that clip of Lawrence O'Donnell. Do have one of those today. This, interestingly enough, is all about...
Stop the hammer.
Yeah, I know, Lawrence.
Again?
I know. Is more about Chuck Schumer. Because you see, Democrat after Democrat after Democrat saying he's got to go. He's let us down. We need a fighter. He's not it. Don't know what happened to him, but he's got to go. But Lawrence O'Donnell is the one guy out there saying, well, hold on a second. Wait just a minute here.
The people who are saying, oh, let's get rid of Chuck Schumer, I'm waiting for the name. They have yet to say, well, who's going to do it? Who do you have? Yeah. Who have you convinced? And who's going to do it better than Chuck Schumer?
Who's going to do it better than Chuck Schumer?
No one. Leave him right there. I agree, Lawrence. Yes. Keep him.
It is this odd thing, isn't it?
Yes.
We will win that dork.
Yes,
whatever.
Yeah.
You guys fight amongst yourselves.
The grill master.
That's hilarious, man.
It is hilarious.
Well, we talked about during the entire shutdown, what's the end game? And what's the off-ramp for these people?
It makes no sense.
It never did. By the way, Ro Khanna in California, he's got some ideas. Who would be better than Schumer?
He always does.
If you're keeping track.
I like Chris Van Hollen. I like Chris Murphy. I like Elizabeth Warren. I mean, there are others, but I think someone who's shown moral clarity, someone who gets this moment.
Moral clarity, Pocahontas?
Bro.
Are you joking me?
Braille Garcia will be campaigning with Van Hollen.
Van Hollen.
And Chris Murphy, that dork.
Okay.
Really?
But people that have embarrassed themselves repeatedly, especially Van Hollen and Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Marilyn Manning goes to see him in El Salvador.
Yeah,
Dude,
I know.
a human trafficker. MS-13, the whole bit. Yeah, they would be much better than
You
Chuck.
got to leave Schumer in the game. He's got to go 9. You got no bullpen.
You know what? Yeah, I'll actually give it to Lawrence O'Donnell there. He's actually right. I don't know who they could actually have right now in the Senate that would be any more effective.
Honestly, after he said it, I'm like, Lawrence O'Donnell, I'm laughing. I'm like, who would you pick? Maybe this guy's got a point.
Stop the hammer.
Maybe we should, Lawrence.
It's like the most sane person in the Senate who's a Democrat is John Fetterman, who also like gets depressed if he has to wear a suit and tie and is still kind of startled by bright lights and things like that after the stroke.
But he is the one that makes the most sense. Seriously, you know it's true.
Yeah, and his party hates him.
They hate him.
They hate him.
Yeah, they're never going to. They'll primary him. Yeah, he won't be there.
I noticed there was a lack of coverage with synchronized legacy media when it came to what happened at UC Berkeley with the Turning Point USA event there. I mean, there was violence.
Oh, yeah, there was.
If you take a step back and think, okay, if there was a leader in the Democratic Party, not a politician, but someone that had a movement like Charlie Kirk, and that person was assassinated, and 2 months later, that group is having an event at a university, and there's violence toward the people from that organization, it would be the lead story everywhere.
Oh, of course. Yeah, if there are a bunch of MAGA bros who show up at this organization's event and were throwing haymakers and leaving people bruised and bloodied, yeah, that would absolutely be wall-to-wall coverage.
Dude, and what they were chanting, bleep, you're dead, homie, over and over and over. I mean, you're dead, homie, you're dead, homie, you're dead, homie. That's a darkness, man.
Really
we talk
is.
about a spiritual battle going on. It's evident.
I haven't heard that
right there.
until right now.
I know. I save a lot of stuff because I always want your honest reaction.
And for somebody like that, in that age demographic, 18 to 23-ish or so, that's not a conclusion they reach on their own. They're not old enough. They don't have world experience enough to come to that kind of conclusion and that kind of evil. That's evil that's been downloaded directly to their brain on social media and probably from some of their professors.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Plus, you had Antifa there. You got that going on as well. And now the DOJ is looking into that whole event because they're thinking, okay. And I mean, I made the point yesterday. You got cops there on the scene. You wait till somebody gets pummeled and then a car backfires for you to jump into action. What good are you? Yeah. If you can't stop this from happening, it's absolutely crazy. Last night on Fox, Jesse Waters had Andrew Colvett, who was the producer of the Charlie Kirk Show, on and asked the question, hey, do you feel safe, you and the Turning Point people, when you go out to an event like this?
I want to give a hat tip to our amazing staff and our amazing students. They are heroic. They are doing heroic things, persevering in the face of unspeakable harassment that you saw unfold last night. And do we feel safe? I mean, yes and no. Obviously, we have a lot of courage. We're doing this for Charlie. We're not stopping. We're not backing down. But, I don't understand why local authorities, why the school is allowing these thugs to intimidate, harass, jeer, shout out our attendees and our students. It's absolutely unacceptable. More needs to be done, Jesse, because we know these people. We know what they're doing. They tell us in advance that they're going to be there. They're going to organize, and we know their tactics. And Antifa has been, it's now a domestic terror group. And I think more needs to be done. So I'm grateful to Assistant AG Harmeet Dillon, who's stepping up, Attorney General Pam Bondi. They're all making statements. Good. We want to see action. We want to see these people be held accountable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the example needs to be set, and it needs to be set hard. It can't be a fine. It can't be a misdemeanor. Can't be any of this garbage. You got to lock them up for I'm going to go 5 years. I'm going to do your plan here with the gun.
Well, depending on what they do.
Yeah, if you're out there as a member and I catch it and you are a member of Antifa, it's 5 years.
5 years for a domestic terror organization.
Yeah, you can organize.
I think there might be some lawyers that will throw maybe a red flag to your way,
yeah,
but
of
I love
course.
the sentiment, Scott.
I know. I mean, you go into prison, you organize for cigarettes and soap.
Call attention to one other thing that he mentioned in that clip.
They are doing heroic things, persevering in the face of unspeakable harassment.
Heroic things. He mentioned it a couple of times.
I heard that.
I want to hear you say it, Scott.
Nope, I don't want to.
Why not?
Because they're doing great things, Jamie.
If you're new to the show, Scott has a problem with the word heroic.
Yeah.
Always has. But I thought you had gotten over it the last time we brought this up.
Last time, if I can slow it down,
Okay.
I can usually get it.
All right, bring it home, baby.
Heroic.
Now you have it. Now just say it fast.
See, but then, this is what happens. The roar comes in.
Okay.
Heroic.
Okay. But there was a little hitch there. Just heroic. You got it. Come on, man.
Heroic.
Yes!
Okay, leave me alone.
All right. That was awesome. Good job. By the way, did you hear, speaking of loons, the leftist loon that was going to Tim Kaine's office?
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Looks exactly like she sounds, too, by the way.
Okay, tell us. Paint the picture. What does she look like? No, I mean visually. What does she look like?
Oh, she's large. She's freakish looking. She's glasses.
Got the weird glasses?
Well, you got the big Elton John glasses on. Yeah, you got to have those.
And
I'm
this
trying
was.
to remember if she has green hair now. I don't know if I saw a color picture.
I thought it was blonde.
It probably was.
But this was all because Tim Kaine was one of the 8 Democratic senators that crossed over to open the government back up.
Didn't she say she drove 6 hours?
I think that's what she said.
To stand outside his office?
An hour and a
yell?
half is what I remember.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, go ahead.
My way into games.
Hi. I spent about a couple hours trying to call this morning, and y'all didn't pick up. So then I drove an hour and a half to be here. Just put us through 5 weeks of suffering to just say, okay, that's fine. It was the most cowardly and weak move ever.
Okay.
He's a traitor, and people will die because of him.
Of course. Yes.
People will die.
You got to put a number on that, though. It was 50,000 last I saw.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we had an hour and a half turned into 6 hours there. I mean, sometimes it's just for effect.
It just happens. Yeah. Well,
it makes for a better story. That's
I'm pretty sure it's the same woman. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's her.
It's like her husband was back home going, I think you should get out of the house for 3 hours or so.
Yes.
Please do that.
Stand up for what you believe in, honey.
Gets in time to get his stuff and move.
And then the crazies in Portland.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing aerobics.
This is more just very weird. Portland lefties had another weird protest outside of the ice facility. They had an 80s-themed aerobics workout protest. Everybody's wearing bright spandex and doing exercises. Well, and this is the face of evil because they chose the voice of evil. It's Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire" in the back.
All right, heels to the front.
Oh, gosh.
This song reminds me of what's going on right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. And if you want me to paint a picture there, the spandex that some of those ladies were wearing was working overtime.
Oh, it was
stretching in all directions.
NASA version of spandex.
Woo. Man. Okay, much to get to, including the 5 stories we're watching today. Coming right up. Cooking Thanksgiving dinner is high stakes. One dried out turkey and boom, family revolt. That's why I love my Chef IQ Sense. It's a wireless cooking thermometer that takes all the guesswork out of holiday cooking. The USDA says turkey's got to hit 165 degrees to be safe. And your eyes can lie, but Chef IQ doesn't. Whether you're roasting, grilling, or even smoking the bird, it's going to hit that perfect temp every time.
And it couldn't be easier. Just insert the sensor, tell the app what you're cooking, then kick back and relax. No more oven peaking, no more dried out turkey, just perfect food every single time.
And it's not just for turkey. Whatever you're cooking, Chef IQ has got you covered. Seriously, you're going to wonder how you ever cooked without it. Plus, it's the ultimate gift for the seasoned pros or the kitchen rookies. Right now, get 30% off site-wide with code MVCR at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com. Promo code MVCR. Perfect meal, zero stress. Thank us later.
Newsmax. You like Newsmax. I like it too.
Newsmax has been terrific.
President Trump is right. Millions like you are tuning into Newsmax. You're watching Newsmax on cable. You're going to our streaming channel, Newsmax 2. And you're downloading our free Newsmax app on your smartphones and TVs. Reuters Institute says we're now one of the top news brands in the nation. Every night, watch great shows with Rob Schmidt, Carl Higbie, Rob Finnerty, and more as they expose the big media lies, the Washington swamp, and they're never afraid to talk about faith, freedom, and the values that made us great. Find out why Newsmax is the fastest-growing news channel in America. Make the switch today and join our news revolution. Get Newsmax on cable, on streaming, and download the free app today. It takes just seconds to start. Let President Trump know you stand with Newsmax. It's for real news, for real people. Make the switch today.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and now the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2.
All right, here we go. Number 5, the big climate change conference is happening right now. Global Wind Energy Council CEO Ben Blackwell says, hey, governments need to start clamping down on people skeptical of climate change online and renewable energy. Hey, if you're, tweeting about how you think maybe, just maybe, renewable energies just aren't really there yet, the government needs to shut you down.
Oh, we're going back to 2020.
Yeah.
Apparently so, yes. Well,
no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that. No, we're not.
Number 4, state of a couple of states right now, Unleash Prosperity is a group. They released a report that found the state of New York lost $517.5 billion in resident incomes between the years of 2013 and 2022.
Yes.
New Jersey lost $170 billion in that period as well.
Well, Illinois is in the top 5, too. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well
played, everybody.
You think it's going to get any better?
Well, no, of course not. No.
Oh, buddy.
Or in any of these states.
Yeah.
Then we got number 3. The Department of Justice has launched an investigation into the rioting that unfolded outside of a Turning Point USA event at the University of California, Berkeley. Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dillon wrote, mob assault and thuggish intimidation of attendees exercising their First Amendment rights are unacceptable. Number 2, President Trump has ticked off a lot of his own supporters after defending issuing foreign work visas because there are certain jobs Americans don't have the talent to do. I understand why some people are critical of it. I think this is another example of why it's important to hear the full context of the clip.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not like it still, but he didn't say American workers aren't talented. He said, hey, look, like as an example, a lot of these foreign workers are coming in to make batteries, and they teach American workers how to do it. You can't just go to the unemployment line and pluck people out of it and teach and just put them in these jobs.
And you have that clip coming up.
Yeah. Then number 1, the Democrats have released cherry-picked emails from Jeffrey Epstein. They shared no context, but one of them references Trump spending time with someone at Epstein's house. Dems claim it was a victim, but the name was redacted, and apparently it's Virginia Giuffre. There is not a bombshell here.
No, because she said more than once, right?
Yeah, that under oath,
didn't know
Trump
him
never
anything.
did anything.
Never did.
So, but they're really hitting this one hard because they realize they look like a bunch of morons after the government shutdown.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on that and the reactions throughout the day. I don't know if you happen to see this story out of San Francisco. The light rail driver that was speeding, didn't know it, fell asleep.
Oh, gosh. I saw the video of
And then the people freaking out. They hit the corner.
God.
They didn't crash, but oh, my gosh, it's crazy, They're going around and all things. It was the reaction she had that ticked people off even more.
I'm sorry. Relax. We didn't crash. Relax.
We didn't crash. Relax.
After she woke up.
After she woke up, it was going 50 mile an hour. The average speed is 8 to 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And it hits the corner. And apparently has not been fired. Even though it was operator fatigue. No, this is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Well, what do you have to do to get fired, huh?
I guess crash it. They said the operator's been placed on, quote, non-driving status. Oh. You know what else they said? They said safety is a priority.
Huh.
They're committed to accountability, and they're reinforcing existing training on the importance of watching for signs of fatigue and reporting it appropriately. Wow. Oh, yeah. You had emergency crews that had to be sent out there? It's crazy. Relax. We didn't crash.
We didn't crash.
Bunch of pansies. All right, we'll get to that clip of Trump. Also, Kamala saying, yeah, I played 3D chess against Trump. And what's your story? All coming up right here. All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer, the Millennial, David Van Camp, the sexy boomer, Scott Robbins. Just heard the other day, millennials are the most conservative demographic now.
Really?
Congratulations, David.
All right. Got it. Mission accomplished.
Yes. Gen X saved the country, and you're there to continue it on.
Yes.
I appreciate it. All right. How you doing, Boomer? Okay,
Just
anyway.
Shuffling my feet in and out of rooms, wondering why I'm there.
Yeah, how is that? It's like middle-aged to younger adults are more conservative than boomers.
Well, it's because of the dope-smoking hippies that are in the demographic now. They haven't changed.
I think it's a lot of people that still believe synchronized media.
Yeah. Well, it's
the legacy media.
It's
God, who is that now?
But
I mean,
when you look at the demographics, it's boomers.
Oh, they're watching it. Do they believe it? I guess they do.
Look at the polling.
Yeah.
Can I just say maybe there is actually, and this is something nice I'll say about the boomers.
Okay.
What also I think maybe battle hardened a lot of millennials is years of being browbeaten as snowflakes who need their cry closets. And so many of us have done our best to say that's not us, not who we are.
And maybe some of the people that needed the cry closet finally sacked up.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe
they looked in the mirror and they were like, you know what? Scott's right. I am a snowflake.
Well, with the cost of things going up, maybe they turn the cry closet into a bedroom. I don't know.
Right. Rent it out.
Yeah, added another room.
Yeah. 50-year loan. What?
Oh, my God.
I know. It's crazy. Now, Trump is defending bringing in foreign workers, you say, David.
Yeah, this has ticked off a lot of people who support him. President Trump, he mixed it up with Fox's Laura Ingraham over foreign work visas, and a lot of his own supporters, like I mentioned, are really upset with him over this exchange. Although I will say, at least personally, it's a good example of why you should always watch the clip, actually, and not just read the caption.
Okay. Roll it.
I mean, the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration, because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles, or I'm going to put
How did we ever do it before?
Well,
when you and I were
I'll give you an example. In Georgia, they raided because they wanted illegal immigrants out. They had people from South Korea that made batteries all their lives. Making batteries are very complicated. It's not an easy thing and very dangerous. A lot of explosions, a lot of problems. They had like 500 or 600 people, early stages, to make batteries and to teach people how to do it. Well, they wanted them to get out of the country. You're going to need that, Laura. I mean, I know you and I disagree on this. You can't just say a country's coming in, going to invest $10 billion to build a plant, and going to take people off an unemployment line who haven't worked in 5 years, and they're going to start making missiles. It doesn't work that way.
Okay. First thing that comes into your head when you hear what he just said.
Well, the first thing is, I do agree with the critics who say that really doesn't sound like America first.
Nope.
At all. That being said, when I see headlines like Trump smears American workers, I'm like, I don't hear that. I think
I didn't hear that either.
That's his pragmatic side trying to come through.
And you might have the numbers in front of you. I don't. It seemed like hundreds were taken out of Georgia.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's 5 or 6 that are teaching, okay, here's how we make the batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. But you're talking about, a couple of hundred people at least. Then you're looking at, okay, I don't know the specific jobs, but people can be taught certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you may need someone to teach it, but people are more than capable. Like you don't have to recruit from all over the world to fill a factory. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Scott?
Well, I had a friend of mine that made a battery for science fair in like 7th grade. I'm serious.
Out of a potato, right?
Right. Well, no, it's all kinds of stuff to put together, cobble together, and he had 2 little ends in it, and he grabbed a hold of it, and they cranked it up, and he had a light bulb in his hand, and it lit up.
Well, there you go.
It was the damnedest thing. I was like, that's really something.
So you're saying Trump's full of crap, that my friend could make batteries,
Well, I'm saying the
Trumpster.
guy I knew made batteries in 7th grade. I don't know.
Coming new from Hyundai, it's the balsa wood electric vehicle.
right. Yeah, right. Scott! I'm not saying to power a car or a city or something, but, hey.
Yeah. I can see, dude, it is frustrating because we live in a headline sort of world, so people see that. Yeah, I can understand them getting ticked off.
Yeah.
I would like to see a full discussion on that topic with Trump and other advisors, like when they have the cabinet meetings. Talk about what is the reality with that. Because there are other times he's talked about, well, we'll keep some people here. I mean, we got to have help, for the farmers and the restaurant and hotel industry, all those different things. And how much of it is that you have people that are able-bodied that just don't want those jobs.
Yeah.
Why? Because of entitlements, because of SNAP. And people got to work. If you want to eat, you got to work.
Work requirements for able-bodied people to get food stamps, to get other assistance. That is the most pro-American worker thing that you could possibly do.
Yes.
Outside of just doing away with them altogether.
To me, it's biblical. It's basic.
The
if you're able-bodied.
National Institute of Couch Surfers hates it. That's a huge lobbying group. They don't really lobby those that have to get off the couch to do it. They do it from home. Yeah.
There you go. You know what? I'll use my Kamala story for my story coming up here in a second. Because it is that time. We got to go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, today, what's your story?
Well, for my story, I want to take us to Huntington, Long Island. They just had a bitter contest in the town supervisor election. Republican incumbent Ed Smith won by just 600 votes against the Democrat. Meanwhile, a woman who showed up on the Working Families Party ballot line pulled in about 1,100 votes. They're saying that she was the spoiler for the Democrats. Now, here's the twist. Her name is Maria Delgado. She's 83. She barely speaks English. And she didn't know she was on the ballot.
What?
So Democrats are throwing a fit right now, accusing the Republicans of doing something called party raiding. In other words, having enough people re-register under a different party. So in this case, you would have a bunch of Republicans re-registering to vote as the Working Families Party. And then they force a primary to get some straw candidate or, the shill candidate in to draw votes away from their opposition.
Wow.
And because the way you get on the ballot in New York is so crazy, and it is kind of it's the Wild West, man. It is it is a crazy system that they have set up in New York.
When they told her,
it's like, well, she told local media she started laughing like I had no idea.
That's so crazy.
It really is.
It's nuts.
That is the story that grabs your attention. That's a good one, David. All right, Scotty, what do you got for what's your story?
Chick-fil-A. We all love Chick-fil-A here. We are big fans of Chick-fil-A. No frills, great chicken sandwiches. They're going to step up the game a little bit.
David Van Camp wore the cow suit, for crying out loud.
Well, you may be wanting to put it back on again, David. Let me just tell you about this. Announced this week, Chick-fil-A will roll out a new item throughout Baltimore and San Antonio. starting December the 1st, it's chicken and waffle sandwiches.
All right.
Yes.
You like the chicken and
Oh,
waffles.
heck yeah. And they got it in a nice little sandwich. You sprinkle a little honey on there. Oh, daddy.
Yeah. I was actually at a wedding reception. That's what was served because the bride and groom loved it.
Southern? Were they from the South?
Nope.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No. A mixed race couple. Don't know if that is going where you think it might go.
No, I was working in a little town. Not a little town, but a smaller town. And Shaka Khan came through.
Yeah.
And her entourage and Shaka went to a nearby restaurant and wanted chicken and waffles, and they made it for her.
Oh, nice.
I'd never heard of it before until then.
I had heard of it maybe 10 years ago, but that was the first time I ever had it. And I got to tell you, maybe the most overrated thing I've ever heard.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
See, I like that. But Chick-fil-A's going to do it right.
I'm like,
You know
man,
that.
it didn't hit for me at all.
I love it.
But for my story, I don't want to bring it down. I'm just giving you mine.
No, I just look forward to David trying it and letting us all know.
I will. I'll do a review.
Excellent. Kamala Harris, I'll make this quick. This is so ridiculous. She's out there still on the book tour. Okay?
Oh, my God.
Yes. And did you know she was playing 3D chess? She wasn't going to fall for Trump's games. Oh, yeah. Listen.
Part of his strategy and those around him was to try and take me off our game and message. I understood the game that was being played, and I made a decision that I wasn't going to get played. And
chess, not checkers. Got it.
chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, three-dimensional chess.
Yeah.
She's drunk.
Yeah. Do you think she's drunk there?
Oh, that sounds like she was in with Captain Morgan before things got rolling.
In the same conversation, did you know that Democrats take black women for granted?
I did not know that.
Sorry,
David had to turn his mic off. He was choking.
I inhaled some spit on that one. What?
Here you go.
I think the Democratic Party has taken black women for granted.
Everyone's silent like what?
There are very specific issues that impact black women in America that should be some of the highest priorities. And then you look at what's happening now with this guy in office, and they're cutting funding for scientific research if it has the word woman or black in it.
Okay. All right.
What?
Yeah. So do you think that's true?
No.
Are they taking black women for granted?
Dude, you talk about a demographic that punches way above their weight class by just based on the numbers.
Sheer numbers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, we had the story yesterday of some liberal talk show host who literally kissed the feet of Jasmine Crockett.
Yes.
I mean, no, that's
you
ridiculous.
have white women out there, old white liberals singing "Trust Black Women."
Yeah,
that was just within the last couple of weeks.
Take black women for granted. My goodness.
Now, as far as policies, I don't even know what she was talking about that is ignored.
I think she was talking about DEI grants, DEI-based grants that many of them have been cut, but it's not just black and woman.
I didn't even mean that part. It was when she said, what was it?
There are very specific issues that impact black women in America.
What's she talking about?
I don't know.
That was the thing. You don't know. And I mean, if there is whatever issue, well, say what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, a lot of times isn't that the Democratic Party with the black vote for years? It's like, oh yeah, we'll show up to these different things. Hey, we're gonna tweet on Juneteenth. Woo!
Yeah.
And ignore you till the next election cycle. That's usually the way that goes. Yeah. I mean, if there's some sort of specific issue, though, Kamala, you should bring it up.
Never play chess hammered.
The other part, black women are often taken for granted. You got into your position because of that. It was admitted. Jeepers. All right, we got to get to a news update, and Nimrod's in the news. Coming right up.
Oh
no. Stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Well, have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. Can I run payroll too?
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/radio to sign up for free.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Text help for help. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications that are all over the news, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie, and if you qualify, you can get medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1s at 80 to 90% savings without insurance, all 100% online.
Wait, I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No long wait at the doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide and tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, for 80 to 90% less and shipped direct to your door.
Amazing. How do I get started?
Just send them a text.
Text MORE to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic for 80 to 90% less, 100% online. Don't wait. Text MORE to 797979 right now for your exclusive offer. Text MORE to 797979. That's MORE to 797979.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. You remember all those fad diets over the years? Juice cleanses, cabbage soup, the raw food, the baby food. They work for a little while, but once you stop, the weight comes right back. In fact, by the time most people hit 60, they've lost and regained hundreds of pounds. And you probably had no idea how much damage that back and forth can do. Doctors actually have a name for it. It's called weight cycling.
Well, if you want to stop the weight cycling, there's a great supplement you can take. It's called Lean. It works like the fat shot drugs, but no prescriptions, no needles, no shots, no nothing. It's just some oral supplements that you take after breakfast every morning. Lean studied ingredients target weight loss in 3 big ways.
Yeah, it helps maintain your blood sugar levels, also helps control your appetite and your cravings, and it helps burn fat. So by converting all that fat into energy, it means you're going to lose some weight. So if you want to lose weight and keep it off at a healthy pace, take Lean and add it to your diet. Get 20% off now when you enter the code MVCR at takelean.com. That's code MVCR at takelean.com.
News update, David Van Camp.
I don't know if you saw this. JFK's grandson, Jack Schlossberg, is running for Congress. Because of course he is.
Robbins was going nuclear on this earlier before you were in, David.
It's just such family business.
Oh, yeah.
They're taking over a hardware store if you're a Kennedy, right?
I love the paragraph describing his resume in the New York Times. It's Mr. Schlossberg graduated from Yale and has a master's and law degree from Harvard, but he has little professional experience, having worked briefly at the State Department and dabbled in political journalism during the 2024 election as a correspondent for Vogue.com. There you go. I'll say this in his defense. He at least, unlike a lot of his other family members, he at least looks like a human being. The rest of the Kennedy clan, I mean, outside of like RFK Jr. and maybe a couple others, they look awful. They look like they took shelter from a nuclear blast in a burning glycerin factory. They're horrible to look at.
Kind of the Picasso portrait.
Yeah, in that same vein, they all look like used frozen dish rags that are slowly melting in a dumpster.
Well, he had a 50% chance of turning out okay, and it seemed to work in his favor.
Yeah.
Boy, we haven't even got to Nimrod yet.
They can't physically shut their mouths. It's weird.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
Scorched earth.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrods in the news. We go to Mississippi. And this guy's putting up numbers. 46-year-old Todd Bond been arrested after multiple porch thefts in both Mississippi and Alabama. One house, he stumbled upon this massive treasure. The house had at least a dozen packages stacked up on the porch. Todd made repeated trips from the porch to the car to get every single one.
Yeah.
But, you got the cameras on the doorbells all over the place, and it caught him. He was trying not to be obvious on this one, though. He was dressed as a woman at the time. He had the long, bleached hair, headband, makeup, skirt. And then they found his old attire that was definitely Todd. All this happened just before Halloween. They've caught him now. Finally. Cross-dressing pirates. What's next? And that's Nimrod's in the news.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. So we got some fake polls on the economy, David?
Well, that's what Trump is claiming, and I think this is kind of a rough or dangerous road to go down politically, but President Trump, during that interview with Laura Ingraham, was saying, hey, the economy's totally fine. Everybody's making a lot of money right now.
Okay.
We're down on energy. We're down on interest rate. Interest rates are down despite the Fed. Now, if we had a normal person at the Fed, would have really low interest rates, and we will soon have that. We'll have somebody that's...
Then why are people saying they're anxious about the economy? Why are they saying that?
I don't know that they are saying. I think polls are fake. We have the greatest economy we've ever had.
I think some people are saying that.
Yeah, people are saying that. And the thing is, I understand he's gotten some wins.
No, I'm just hearing it, man. I'm here to help, not to hurt. Yeah. You know that.
I mean, there's no question he's gotten some wins on the economy. And 100%. There's no question that the Fed has been hamstringing the administration, as have liberal activist groups, taking him to court every time he tries to do something.
Yes.
So I understand all of the headwinds that he's got. But, man, one of the reasons why people got so ticked off at Joe Biden was because that administration said, what you're experiencing at the grocery store isn't real.
Right.
David.
So I think
that is true.
That's a tough message to get out to people. And instead, it's like, hey, get out there and tell people, here's what we're doing to lower your costs. Here's what we're trying to do. We did it with gas because we could. Mm-hmm. Now we need Congress to do A, B, and C.
Yeah. Why are you laughing over there, Scotty?
His description of the Fed chair. Yeah. We're looking for a normal person. If he were a normal person.
Yeah.
I just laugh at that stuff because he just says it and goes right past it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he were a normal person.
Yeah, it's not like some sort of punch in the way he delivers. It just says matter-of-factly.
If he were a normal person.
Yes.
Hey, we need to have a normal person running the Fed. This guy's not normal.
Let me ask you this. Would you trust an ABC Washington Post poll?
I mean, everything...
on surface, no.
Okay. Marquette University poll, would you trust it?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know much about the Marquette University polls. So.
I mean, when it comes to elections and the polling, there are certain ones that are wrong a lot.
Yeah.
Like you just know, okay, take it with a grain of salt. Those are a couple. And I know those polls were talking about independents disapproving of the economy and Trump's role in it. Because we'll play Harry Enton when he's banging on the Democrats because it's fun. But that was the other way the other day, talking about the independents.
Trump on the economy. Among pure independents, we're talking about 4 in 5. 4 in 5, 79%. I'm laughing because you rarely ever see a number this high. 79% of pure independents disapprove of Trump on the economy. How about this? This is no outlier, Kate. This is no outlier because look at Marquette University, their law school. 76% of pure independents disapprove of Trump on the economy.
So there you go. That's what at least they're saying. Are you getting that just from talking to regular people?
Not that overwhelmingly. I think it's more like I was hoping that it would get better quicker.
Right.
And And then, I mean, there are friends of mine who are Democrats who just they actually are. I actually had somebody say this to me, that gas prices in Texas were actually higher than they were under Biden right now. I'm like, that's just factually inaccurate. Who told you that? Well, right. I saw this on Facebook or heard about that. I'm like, no, that's a lie. Yeah. That's totally wrong. And I mean, there are things to criticize, I guess, but I mean, you at least have to come from a position of truth before you criticize.
Well, I always think of my opinions, and I'm like, am I just homering here? And I try to like filter, all right, why do I think the way I think? I just remember in the spring when you were talking tariffs and trying to bring manufacturing back to the United States. And that was like a long-term goal. And Trump even said at the time, you're going to have some short-term pain for long-term gain.
Yeah.
So I was sort of bracing for it, honestly, to be worse for a while. So it's like, yeah, I'd love it to be better, but I was afraid it would be actually much worse for a little while. Because people were saying, you know, these tariffs, it's going to come down to consumer costs and blah, blah, blah. And even some conservative outlets reporting that, be ready for this, and it didn't seem to appear. But obviously keeping an eye on that. Of course, another big political story is what's going to happen with Chuck Schumer, leader of the Democrats in the Senate, because they're ready to boot him. I mean, Harry Ent was talking about, what was it? AOC's got a 30-point lead on him for approval.
Yeah.
I mean, and all of these different Democrats saying it's really time for you to go. And so that same interview, Trump was asked about Schumer. And what I got out of this was he thinks he should never have transitioned. See what you think.
I feel badly because I've known Chuck Schumer. I knew him when he was a person who loved Israel, and now he's a Palestinian. He's become a Palestinian. And it's amazing. I've never seen a politician change so much. Also, he doesn't have, you know, he was a pretty talented guy. He's lost his talent.
He lost the talent. Is that possible? I guess it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it can dwindle over time. I guess for Chuck, it just fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I never thought he was that talented, honestly. He was always just sort of goofy.
Yeah,
it was just always, he would go out there and speak his talking points.
A lot of times, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi did a lot of heavy lifting for Chuck.
Yeah.
But I think Chuck Schumer, there's two things. One, he's not really that bright or that talented on his own. And then two, he's kind of a dork. And he's trying to appeal to the online culture. And it just doesn't work.
Yeah, you can't do some of the when he tries to be Joe Hip.
And then laughs at his own jokes.
Yeah, and just is like everything falls
KFF,
flat. It's not
fried French fries.
It's not his lane.
What are you doing?
Man. It's not his lane.
Not at all.
You know.
What about Hakeem? Does he support Chuck? It looks like he does. Wolf Blitzer, CNN, with a tough question to Hakeem.
Do you think Schumer should be replaced?
Leader Schumer did not bless this agreement. He voted against it. And, of course, Senate Democrats who voted no have made that clear.
You know what? That's actually a pretty good point, and one of the things that I'm enjoying so much of the left-wing temper tantrum about Chuck Schumer.
Yeah.
They're like, Chuck Schumer caved. Well, no, actually, he didn't. It was not, at least in public, right? He didn't.
I think
come
everyone believes that he totally caved, but he was going to go out there and try to save face. It's like, to me, they're just giving away the game because they're not believing what he's selling at all. Yeah. It's hilarious. I happened to see a clip. I was looking through different things. I was on X, and I saw this clip of Piers Morgan. And I thought to myself as I was watching it, there are a lot of people that would like to hear this same thing from a family member of what Piers Morgan said to tennis great Novak Djokovic, because he apologized to him. Remember when they were keeping Novak out of the majors because he didn't get the vaccine?
Yeah.
Which I know at the time, I was out of my mind. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy to me. And Piers Morgan was saying, yeah, he's selfish and, whatever. And he totally apologized.
I'm going to start by making an apology, and it's for this, is I was very censorious about you over the COVID scandal that you got caught up in. And in a nutshell, you got thrown out of Australia over what seemed to be, on the face of it, from what the media were being told and what was being reported, was you trying to bend the rules of getting into play an Australian Open without having taken the COVID vaccine. And I was actually quite censorious about a lot of people at the time. And I've since apologized to some people for being too tough on them, because once it became clear that if you had the vaccine, it made no difference to whether you could then transmit the virus, clearly, at that point, for me, it becomes a personal choice.
Okay. So, and this is a longer clip, so I'm just whittling it down. So that part, because I know a lot of people that did not get the vax, that had done their homework on it, and their family was either ticked off or there was almost like a major split, that have never heard that apology.
Oh, remember that revolved around the holidays?
Oh, goodness, yes.
I mean, if you weren't vaccinated, your family made you like eating a picnic table outside or whatever, you know?
Or not come at all.
Or not come at all, right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a big deal. He goes on.
When I look back on that and reflect on that, I would like to say I'm sorry for the intemperate language I used against you, because I didn't know you. I took what I was reading and hearing at face value. It turned out to be more complicated. And, yeah, I'm sorry for over-egging the rhetorical souffle.
I appreciate that very much.
Let me get that off my chest.
Honesty, thank you so much. It was difficult times and you know, state of emergency globally. I understand. You know, we've been through hell globally, all of us on this planet, and you know, the only thing I would add, not to really dig deeper into this whole situation on the COVID and vaccination, is that I was never a proponent of anti-vax or pro-vax. I was always freedom of choice. So, and that was misinterpreted. You know, I was proclaimed to be, you know, one side or the other side or so forth. It's either black or white. And I said, you know, it doesn't need to be that way. As an athlete, as someone that, you know, takes care of the integrity of the body and understanding of obviously doing my research and understanding that I'm not.
And you get the idea. He goes on from there. But and at the time, I mean, it was in the stories. If you read, you know, different sources, if you know the guy's workout routine and what he eats, you knew that he was legit.
Yeah.
And the pushback would be, well, is he a doctor? Well, honestly, I'd take his word over some tubagoo doctor that's just getting his marching orders. He knows more about the body, it seems.
He knows a lot. I mean, it's guys at that level. I mean, it is.
Oh yeah,
more than a science almost.
Yes, absolutely. But man, I was glad Piers Morgan did that. He didn't have to do it.
Yeah,
but I'm glad he did.
No, yeah, he raised the credibility in my eyes by doing something like that. I mean, that's tough to do.
So many times we'll say something like, did they ever apologize? And we'll always say, nope, never did.
Well, they never do.
Good for him.
Yeah.
And you know what? Really gracious in accepting the apology was the Joker. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was cool. So I don't know if you're getting yours anytime soon, David.
No,
I hope you do. I hope a lot of people do that I know, because they're deserved it. All right, much to get to. Climate change back in the news. That one's a funny one in the 5 stories we're watching today. Coming right up.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Pure opportunity. It's what Michigan is all about. The opportunity to do more. The opportunity to connect with the best talent. The opportunity for people of all backgrounds to grow and expand their business. The opportunity to live and work in a state where paychecks go further. The opportunity is now, and it's right here in Michigan. Visit MichiganBusiness.org to discover all the ways the Michigan Economic Development Corporation can help your business thrive.
Newsmax, you like Newsmax. I like it too.
Newsmax has been terrific.
President Trump is right. Millions like you are tuning into Newsmax. You're watching Newsmax on cable. You're going to our streaming channel, Newsmax 2. And you're downloading our free Newsmax app on your smartphones and TVs. Reuters Institute says we're now one of the top news brands in the nation. Every night, watch great shows with Rob Schmidt, Carl Higbie, Rob Finnerty, and more as they expose the big media lies, the Washington swamp, and they're never afraid to talk about faith, freedom, and the values that made us great. Find out why Newsmax is the fastest-growing news channel in America. Make the switch today and join our news revolution. Get Newsmax on cable, on streaming, and download the free app today. It takes just seconds to start. Let President Trump know you stand with Newsmax. It's for real news, for real people. Make the switch today.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and now 5 stories we're watching today.
All right, number 5, the Democrats are apparently happy with themselves about the government shutdown as it draws to a close here. CNN's Manu Raju on Capitol Hill asking Democrats, was it worth it?
Shutdown worth it? Yeah, I think so. I hate it. But, yeah, it was worth it, definitely. We got people to pay attention to the fact that this is a traumatic, in many cases, life or death situation for people all over this country. Was the shutdown worth it?
I think it was, because I think the perception, we made it clear that this, not just the healthcare issue, but the whole issue. I think it was remarkable when the president tried to use SNAP as a punishment to force us to capitulate.
Well,
now as part of this bill, it would reopen parts
here,
of
I'll cut it off there. That was Senator Jack Reed, preceded by Senator Hickenlooper in Colorado.
All I can think is you just got beat 45-7 and you scored a touchdown in the last 3 minutes. Yeah, I feel like that was in a way a win to put points on the board.
Yeah, we showed them that we weren't laying down.
Yeah.
Moral victory.
Yeah.
We got a lot of fight in us.
All right.
What did you get out of it?
Nothing. Absolutely.
No.
Well, except for the governorship in Virginia and New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Which odds on were going to happen anyway.
Yes, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Number 4, Unleash Prosperity released a report talking about, what states have lost a lot of tax revenue. And you can only guess why. But between 2013 and 2022, New York lost $517 billion in resident incomes. New Jersey lost $170 billion in that period as well.
Keep voting in, Democrats.
Yep. Number 3, the Department of Justice has launched an investigation into the rioting that happened outside the Turning Point USA event at UC Berkeley on Monday. Number 2, President Trump has ticked off a lot of his own supporters after defending issuing foreign work visas because there are certain jobs Americans don't have the talent right now to do. I know it does not sound America first. I think
no.
There's
didn't exactly say that, but it didn't. It also didn't come off well anyway.
No. Number 1, the Democrats have released some emails from Jeffrey Epstein. Bombshell! They shared no context, but references Trump spending time with someone at Epstein's house. Dems claim it was a victim and wanted people to believe that it was Trump doing something with one of the girls, except the name that they redacted was Virginia Giuffre, apparently, who was on the record throughout the year saying Donald Trump never did anything. It
doesn't seem like there's a whole lot there.
All they do is lie. That's it. All right. Those are the top 5 stories that we are watching today. This is not a lie. If you want to lose meaningful weight at a healthy pace and keep it off, add lean to your diet and exercise routine. Get 20% off when you enter the code MVCR at takelean.com. That's code MVCR at takelean.com.
Dude, I hesitate to even bring this up. George Conway. Kellyanne's ex.
Yeah.
He's lost his way. He is broken by Trump.
Yes.
Remember when the dude threw the sandwich at the National Guard?
Yeah.
In D.C.?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That trial was the other day, apparently.
Yeah, and the liberal jury in D.C. acquitted him.
Yeah. George Conway broke into song about it. Have you heard this?
Oh, my gosh.
Here you go.
I threw the sandwich, but I did not throw no condiments.
How bad is that?
I threw the sandwich, but I did not throw no condiments.
You look horrified, Scotty.
Terrible.
Embarrassing.
What's with the vibrato?
This is the
nonsense?
Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. He's trying to show you he can sing.
Dude.
Tiny Tim in there or something.
That's embarrassing.
That
Dude,
is embarrassing.
he put that out on social media.
Well,
this is my tribute. Then with the crying, laughing emoji.
It's like I lost my family because of hatred of Trump. My daughter's on OnlyFans. My goodness, you know.
Is she?
I thought I don't know. I thought I'd heard that rumor.
Oh no.
Taylor Lorenz was talking about it. I thought. Anyway, that was a long time ago. But
oh boy. Yeah, I hope that's not true.
Bob Marley Estate should sue him to. He's got nothing left.
Yeah. All right, we got to get to the whole climate change fiasco. And around to What's Your Story and super pretentious people coming up. Oh, yeah. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial. The Sexy Boomer is Scott Robbins. Did you want to correct the record, David?
oh yeah, well, okay. So you played this horrible piece of audio from George Conway, the ex-husband of Kellyanne Conway, Trump campaign manager and top advisor.
First woman that ever helped get a guy elected president, but
Yes.
never got credit for it.
Yeah, never got her, cover on Glamour magazine or Vogue or anything like that.
Right.
Well, I had mentioned that he's living like a very sad divorced dad life because now he's, picking up the guitar, trying to sing, showing up at protests and doing his thing there. And I said, and also, he's lost his family and his daughter's on OnlyFans. And you said, was that true? And I said, I thought I remember reading something about this. It wasn't OnlyFans. It was the subscription-style content creator page on Playboy.
Their version of OnlyFans.
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. So it wasn't OnlyFans. I just want to clarify here.
Got it. Okay. Well, yeah, the bad song stuff with him.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's got to stop doing that. Like, you need a friend to say, listen, bro, I appreciate the effort, but this isn't getting the results that you would really like. He's done this a few times now. Because just starts singing different things, like taking an old song and...
Well,
was it?
You can't make that work, though. That doesn't work.
Well, not when it's dorky like that.
No, no to his kingland. We won't be subjects for him. For it's 1, 2, 3 times impeached for a would-be king. Everybody, one more time. Hey, Trump out of
And then they did it again. Oh,
there's not a lot of guys in the public eye who have had a worse decade than George Conway. I'm just saying, like, there's part of me that does feel bad for him. Like, lost everything, lost a lot of his connections in D.C. over this, over his Trump hatred. His daughter's doing skin flicks for Playboy.
Oh, boy.
I mean, that's just rough.
Yeah, that's like the kicker in Ace Ventura. Like, it's going to drive you crazy at some point. You start stabbing dolls and stuff.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. Okay, moving on to other things. Let's get to the climate
He'll
change.
sing about it while he's stabbing it.
And I'm filled with murderous rage now.
I'll take it out on my dolls. Because it's stab, 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 stab.
All right, climate change, David. What's the latest?
Yeah, the big climate change conference is happening right now. Global Wind Energy Council CEO Ben Blackwell says, you know what we got to do? Governments need to start clamping down on people who are skeptical of climate change or skeptical of renewable energy.
A lot of this stuff has been proven wrong.
Yeah.
But don't say what you found in your studies.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Governments need to see this as a kind of public safety issue, and they need to take a stance. They can't just be saying, this is just free speech. It's a really naive idea. And this.
But, whoa! Freedom of speech is this really naive idea.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I can't go through this without sound effects. I might add something to this because this is nuts.
And this is not free speech, guys. This is not free speech. I just want to be really clear about this. The platforms are controlled by 5 or 6 people. And it's about to get worse because we've got the whole takeover of TikTok by Larry Ellison and the Murdochs and so on, which is in the pipeline, right? So the big platforms in the West are controlled by 5 or 6 people. This is not freedom of speech.
So it's freedom of speech when the Chinese government controls TikTok.
Correct.
Yes.
Got
Yes.
it. Well, communists are going to stick together every time.
Better believe that. Wow. That's just nuts, man. I had a piece of audio I was going to play. You tell me. I can wait a day on this. By the way, that freedom of speech thing, it's all projection with these people. When we controlled the message, it was great. After Elon bought Twitter and turned it into X, okay, that's when we lost control of the narrative, and we're still just pissed about it.
Yeah.
And we're just going to tell people this is naive freedom of speech. The planet is dying. So, okay, what do we got, 4 years? Isn't that what you guys predicted?
Well, 4 years ago.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, Miami's underwater right now.
Yes.
True.
Well, that was predicted. That didn't I know.
Statue of Liberty is up to her chin.
Of course. Yes. I don't know if you heard the story about Jimmy Kimmel's band leader. Anybody hear anything about
passed
that?
Away.
It's sad. Yes.
Yeah. Who was his band leader?
It's a guy he's known since like childhood, as I understand it. Yeah.
Yes. It was, oh gosh, man. What's the guy's name? Cleto.
Oh, anybody know. Okay.
Escobedo, I think is how you say his last name. And he was talking about it last night. I didn't see it. I only heard about it. I had this other clip. Jimmy Kimmel and his wife did this podcast.
Yeah.
And they were talking all this nonsense on there.
Mm-hmm.
I could save that clip for tomorrow. Yeah. You tell me, is it bad form to play it today, the day after he does this and he's very upset? I want to just pile on today.
I don't mind because it's Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll do it for my story tomorrow.
Okay.
But I'll give you a preview of it, at least so you know. They told their kids it was Trump that got him suspended.
That daddy lost his job because of me, Mr. Trump?
Well, when he didn't lose his job, but was suspended.
Yeah. Okay.
They said, was it the president? And they told their kids yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'll bet they did. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can get to that tomorrow. All right, time to move on. We do this a couple of times a day. We'll go around the table. May not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, what's your story here?
My story is an uplifting thing from the land down under. Researchers in Australia say that they've discovered a new type of bee, and they're called Lucifer bees.
Oh, no.
The females have horns, fellas.
Ooh.
The study's lead scientist says she was inspired to use the name Lucifer because, one, they have horns, and then she was watching the show Lucifer at the time of the discovery. First new member of this bee group in 20 years. So now they got demon bees in Australia. All right.
That doesn't seem to freak you out, Scott, as some things do.
Well, that was the in Australia. That was the members of Midnight Oil formed another band.
The Lucifer bees.
Yes.
And when I hear Lucifer bees, I think killer bees, and then I think climate change, because of all the different things throughout our lifetimes that we were told were going to kill us all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the killer bees were way before your time, before you were born, David, in the 70s.
Yeah.
Talking about the killer bees. Remember, they even had, wasn't it a TV movie where they ended up they got all the killer bees into the New Orleans Superdome to freeze them out?
Yes.
Isn't that the plot?
I believe you're right.
I think I watched that movie as a kid.
Was that where we got the clip? The bees.
No, that's Wicker Man. That's Nicolas Cage.
Wicker Man. Okay.
Yes. You don't want the bees. I don't have that one just at the ready, but I can give you. Give me a minute. I can. Yes. All right. What do you got for what's your story?
One of my favorites of all time, though. Oh my goodness! A study that's just been done at Intermountain Health in Salt Lake City has discovered that supplementing with vitamin D3. Now listen up, you folks who've either had a heart attack or have heart issues. They say this can significantly reduce the risk of a second heart attack by like 50%. It was a randomized clinical trial, and the patient's blood levels for vitamin D, adjusting doses to achieve optimal levels, they found that it does, in fact, cut down your risk of a second heart attack.
Really?
How about that? I'll be mainlining that this weekend, by the way. Vitamin D3, I never knew.
It's cheap, too.
They went on to say that no matter how hard they tried, the supplements, they tried everything, it will not help reduce the symptoms of Trump derangement syndrome, though, because you're stuck with that one. Nothing can be done in the medical world for that one.
I think they're working on it.
Wow, if they could ever find something.
Well,
it's
called drop the box wine. Just have a couple beers.
Couple of beers will do it.
Yep.
Okay, for my story, I just happened to see this was going around online. It was hobbies that seem to attract super pretentious people.
Oh.
What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Art.
Don't filter.
Art collecting.
Art collecting.
Yeah.
I don't see that in the top 12.
Glad this is not a game.
It's not everybody, but vinyl collecting.
Audiophiles was fourth. That was mentioned.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And go ahead and elaborate, David. Why do you say that?
Well, because a lot of times, not every time, I know some people who like to collect records. I get it. But when it's like, oh, they just sound so much better.
Yes.
They don't.
There's a certain warmth to them, though.
Well, it's just...
I'll admit that.
That's more of like a nostalgic kind of thing than anything.
I don't know. I don't like the harshness of digital audio sometimes.
But it's also always like some obscure, art rock band from 1978 in New York City or something, and they're like, you've never heard of the Guggenheim Experience? I'm like, well, no, I haven't. Sorry, sue me.
Yeah, there is that. Anything else come to mind?
Movies?
Yeah.
People that are way into movies?
High-end movies? Or
No, nowhere.
Critical darlings?
No.
Okay.
The first on the list was cycling.
Yes.
That was the first hobby.
I didn't think of it, but yes.
Yeah, it was kind of co-opted. Yeah.
Okay. Because then I realized when I was going through this, it's all about the people you know that are into these activities. One of my best buddies is a cyclist. One of the least pretentious people I know. I've talked about him many times. But that was what people really talked about. I didn't know that.
Well, my brother's into cycling. So he offsets your friend. And then some.
I got no argument on that, David. Meditation. People that are really into meditation.
Yeah.
Well, if you're talking
I can see that.
The new agey kind of stuff, the crystals and all that, yeah.
Yeah, someone
chakras
was quoted as saying you wouldn't believe how narcissistic people get when they first start a spiritual practice. Something like that. In third, I could not believe. Disc golf.
Really?
My son-in-law will play in some tournaments. I went and watched him in a tournament and followed these guys around. And the guys he was grouped with, to me, were some of, again, the least pretentious people you could imagine. Yeah. They weren't trying to impress anybody. They didn't give a flip.
No.
We had a disc golfer we work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not pretentious
not
either.
At all. No.
Yeah. My experience with the disc golfing community is basically like, 60% of them are potheads.
Yes.
And they just kind of like to walk around in nature and throw frisbees.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
Oh, for the record, before I get in trouble, that's not my son-in-law, by the way. Not exactly a pothead, no. Now, this I get when people say the wine tasters.
Yes.
Well, you just rolled your eyes fast.
Well,
Scott.
that's because they've done these studies where they've got this really expensive thing of wine.
Oh,
and they
those
got,
are
like,
the best.
Boone's Farm and the other one. I like that. And there was the Boone's Farm that wins.
Yeah.
The taste test. Yeah.
Dude, I've worked in a restaurant before where they found out that they would sell more wine if they just priced it higher. That's it. So it's not like it was just total, horrible wine or anything like that. But if they said, okay, instead of, $5 a glass, we're going to go $12 a glass, they actually sold more wine. People wanted to impress dates.
Right. That is hilarious.
That's funny.
And then they mentioned gamers, equestrians, luxury watch collecting. I didn't even know that was a thing. So there you go. Oh, and Scott, just for you, when it comes to the bees, roll it.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Open up my eyes!
The great Nicolas Cage from The Wicker Man. Yes. They're going to be singing that in Australia. You better believe it. Not the bees. Okay. News update and Nimrod's in the news coming right up.
At Bank of America, we're proud that more than 20,000 veterans and people with military backgrounds have joined our ranks since 2015. Now we're committed to adding 10,000 more over the next 5 years. By helping veterans achieve their career goals, we're moving from appreciation to action, and together helping expand economic opportunity across America. Visit bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Can you believe it's already November? Tailgates, Thanksgiving coming up, all the great food and drinks, all this stuff that tastes great but can definitely overtax your liver. And if your liver isn't feeling great, the rest of you isn't either. It deserves a little support, right? So if you're feeling kind of sluggish, a little bloated just off, taking Active Liver from New Nordic can help.
Yeah, your liver's got a big job to do, filtering out toxins from food to sugary drinks. Active Liver is packed with natural liver-supporting ingredients available in easy-to-take tablets or great-tasting gummies, so you can enjoy the football parties, the holiday parties, all of it, and Active Liver will help keep your body's filter working.
Active Liver is packed with natural ingredients like milk thistle, globe artichoke extract, and turmeric, all known for helping your liver do its thing. Active Liver from New Nordic. You can grab it online at Amazon, Vitacost.com, iHerb.com, or in-store at CVS, Meijer Grocery, and ShopRite. Show your liver some love with Active Liver from New Nordic.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
About halfway through the NFL season right now. Things are really heating up. Also, that in the NBA. It's even better when you play on Prize Picks. Here's the deal. Download the Prize Picks app. Use code MVCR. When you play just $5, you're going to get $50 instantly in lineups. $50 is guaranteed just for playing. That's it. Prize Picks is super easy to use. You just pick 2 or more players. You choose more or less on their projections. Less than 22 points, more than 22 points. You know how it works. If you're right, you win. It's that simple. Available, by the way, in 40 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. And your money's always safe, fast, and secure. So keep the season rolling. Have some fun with your buddies. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. $50 in lineups when you play your first $5. That's code MVCR. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5. Prize Picks, it is good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
News update, David Van Camp.
Well, part of the House Republicans have now dropped a bunch of different Epstein documents, and there's one message from that lying political writer Michael Wolff that he sent to Jeffrey Epstein just about a week, just a little more than a week before the 2016 election, saying to Jeffrey Epstein, there's an opportunity to come forward this week and talk about Trump in such a way that could garner you great sympathy and help finish him. Interested?
Oh, boy. We'll have to get more into that. Not surprised. Now we got Nimrods.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. This is a battle playing out online between Priscilla and Tyler after Tyler proposed in public. She put a text exchange out there online for everyone to see so they could understand why she said no. Because he said, I got to ask, what happened? I've been planning this proposal for you for over a year. You told me no in front of everyone. That bleep crushed me. She says, it's not even about embarrassing you. It's about you not listening. I told you the kind of ring I wanted more than once, and you showed up with something from Walmart.
Oh, dude.
From Walmart. So he says, so this is about the ring? I still spent $900 regardless of where I got the ring. I put so much effort into this for you, for us. Tyler, if you knew what I wanted and still chose to do what was easiest, tells me you don't really hear me. I want to feel chosen, not just proposed to.
You know what? Run, dude. Just
get out.
And that's Nimrods in the News.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. You know, sometimes you'll hear a take from someone, and you'll think, man, that's great insight. I hadn't thought of it quite like that before. And part of this take, I've heard different versions, but I thought this was really good. I saw this on Fox last night. It was on Water Show. He brought on New York Post business correspondent Lydia Moynihan. And part of what they were talking about with the left and looking at Trump and the no kings, we don't have kings here. She was making the point, that's actually what the left seems to be looking for in many ways. And I wanted to get just your feedback on what she said.
Conservatives, for the most part, want to just focus on their families at work. They have friends. They have a community. And so many people on the left are genuinely looking for some sort of messiah who's going to give them meaning in life. But I just, in all of this, I'm kind of shaking my head because if you look at the data points that the Democrats have over the last couple of years for what works, it's that people who run as centrist candidates, I don't know if you can say any Democrat is really a centrist this day, but centrist Democrats in New Jersey, Virginia won. Kamala Harris, who was a DEI appointee, who still has her pronouns in her bio. She was clearly extremely far left. And what the Democrats have concluded from all of that is, you know what, she wasn't far left enough.
Yeah. And the new model is Mom Donnie.
Well, I think a lot of it is, like what she said, there is no such thing really as a centrist Democrat right now.
Correct.
And that is the success of the far left, because they keep going further and further to the left and dragging the rest of the party with them. When I see in Politico, Gavin Newsom is described as a centrist.
Oh, my gosh.
J.B.
Holy
Pritzker,
cow.
also described as a centrist.
You've
in
got
Politico.
to be joking me.
It's like, okay.
Pritzker? I mean, he's trying to out-left everybody.
Yes.
Like,
that's his
assisted
lane.
suicide, bring
Yeah.
it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, tourism for assisted suicide.
Yes. Yeah, bonkers. And that's a great point, David.
It is.
I hadn't heard that one. Yeah.
Wow.
But it is true. It keeps going further and further left.
Well, Obama was the Messiah, right? I mean, for a minute anyway.
Yeah, but dude, remember, at the end, when they were going out, man on the street, talking to blacks in black neighborhoods, they're like, what a disappointment. Yeah. What do you do for us? Now, that didn't get much play with legacy media, but it was out there if you were paying attention at all. It's also funny to me on CNN, Abby Phillip.
Oh, okay.
We've talked about it before. Her ratings are in the tank, but people will watch the clips on X when it's Scott Jennings. But Abby Phillip and Maze Moore on X made this point. She always thinks she's right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he gave examples, and it was after this take that she had. She appears on Joy Reid's show.
Oh, gosh.
Okay?
Too racist? Was that the name of the show?
It could be.
Okay.
What's funny to me is she had, in some ways, the same take I will often have. When I say people that only get their news from MSNBC or CNN, they live in this world that's not reality. Mm-hmm. Like, they don't actually know what's going on. She's making that point about conservatives. Listen to this.
Conservatives are living in a completely different information world than liberals. And breaking that down needs to be done. Because when you don't ever even hear the facts, it's hard to even know that you're wrong.
See, I'm just starting. I'm glad you hadn't heard this before, David. If you were watching David's face, it was exasperation and the rolling of the eyes like, you got to be kidding me.
I mean, there are a lot of people, especially who watch CNN still, who believe that Donald Trump said Nazis were fine people.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Among many other things. Anyway, she goes on.
And that happens a lot. I mean, half my job sometimes is knowing what the latest conspiracy is. Yeah. So that if it comes up, I'm ready to address it. Because it happens a lot where people don't even know that what they're saying or what they've seen and believe is not true. And so...
And when we do this, we'll give examples. She doesn't give any examples, of course.
That happens a lot, and I don't come away from that saying, what's the point of this? People are just saying false things. I think that one time that person brings up something that is debunked and false, and I debunk it at the table, might be the very first time that someone out there has heard an alternative point of view.
Yeah, give me an example of this.
Yes, I know.
Because I can tell you that I know a lot of CNN viewers who, because of CNN and her colleagues, believed that Donald Trump was stealing blue mailboxes ahead of the 2020 election.
Yeah.
Which was not true.
A lot still believe the Russia collusion hoax.
Yes.
Remember when he was choking his driver, too?
Yeah.
Oh, from the Beast.
From the Beast, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a classic. So what Maze Moore did on X is give examples, and I think it's like 4, where you'll hear Abby Phillip say, whatever she knew to be fact, and then it being corrected. It's just funny to me.
Also another litmus test for how to be in MAGA world. I mean, is this the new reality for this MAGA era of politicians, that they don't back down when they're confronted with facts? It's clear as day. The FBI put out statistics. Crime is going down. You don't have to twist the facts.
The FBI quietly comes out with this new data that shows actually violent crime is up 4.5% during that time frame.
So that was correction 1. Yeah. Here comes number 2.
The only person making an accusation that people are not getting what they've asked for is Trump, falsely claiming that the administration is withholding resources because of political affiliation. That is just not true.
Well, the Federal Emergency Management Agency is facing major backlash after confirming reports that a supervisor ordered disaster relief workers to avoid homes with Trump yard signs.
So that's 2. Here comes another.
There's actually not any evidence linking any of Hunter Biden's wrongdoings to Joe Biden. You are incorrect. You think that Biden would actually pardon Hunter Biden, despite him saying pretty...
Yes, as a father, he would.
No.
He's going to get pardoned by his dad. There's no question about that.
The president has ruled out pardoning his son.
Breaking news. President Biden has just pardoned his son.
You said it before. Maze is a good follow on X.
He is a very good follow.
Can't imagine that guy's day. He starts out going through hours of tape. Just hours.
Oh, yeah.
To find just the right thing.
One thing after another after another.
She's awful, though. Another thing is the arrogance that they have.
Very much so.
They're just so stupid, you stupid people.
Yes.
Just believe this stuff, and I'm here to be the arbiter of truth.
Yes. And
that's why you don't like me.
And sometimes you realize these people really do believe this guy is like some sort of dictator Hitler figure.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No question they do.
And then they don't understand, like a guy like Pat McAfee on ESPN has Trump on, where before the rules really were, you can't do that. And ESPN would not have allowed it. Yeah. But McAfee's got some pull.
He does. Yeah. He's like,
and Trump was on the Fox football broadcast from the Washington game on Sunday. Whole thing with the vets. So he puts Trump on. People on the left freaking out about it, but he did it.
From Paris Island to say, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now for the first time ever, the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
Mr. President.
Hello, Pat. Hi, Pat.
So most people would think with our show that this would be an impressionist of the president because no president would actually join us. But on this Veterans Day, we want to say, Mr. President, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you. And I'm only joining you because I hear you say such nice things about me from your very large audience. I've always heard you've said such nice things. So when people say nice about me, I join. When they don't say nice about me, I take a pass.
Okay, that's not a bad way to look at things. You should see, I don't know how much you know about me. I feel very similar about how I treat people and operate people.
Yeah. I'm just glad he put him on. You're normalizing him.
I like that. Whenever I hear somebody bring out the normalizing thing, it's like, dude, it's been 10 years. He's been president twice.
Yes.
He's normal now. Sorry.
It was like when CNN, before the campaign, put him on for a town hall.
Yeah.
You're platforming him. He was the freaking president.
I'm waiting for some of the ABC Disney people now to leave their jobs in protest.
Oh, yeah, because wasn't that the story with CNN?
Yeah.
That's what they were supposed to do?
Stompy foot, and we're quitting.
Oh, yeah.
So careful what you say.
Yeah. Christmas ads all over the place. Probably seen them.
My gosh.
Is that happy for you, or are you already tired of it?
It started before Halloween, though.
Yeah, in some places.
Man.
Yeah, it did. I know it's a lot for some people. I happened to see, David, I'm sorry, but it seemed to be tips.
Uh-oh.
On gift giving, there's some things that are off limits, apparently.
That you can't get people?
Yep. Weight loss or fitness product.
Yeah, see. Unless they ask for it.
Yeah, I think
a fitness product?
Yeah, fitness product. It depends, but there are some people, if they've been saying all year, hey, you know what, I really would like to get in shape, or I'd like to get in better shape.
Let's get a set of kettlebells, something like that.
That, or it's like, oh, you got the Peloton, or something, if you have some money.
Yeah, you need some money
Lots
for that.
of money.
Yeah.
Whole high roller Van Camp there. Yeah, I'm getting my lady the Peloton.
I have a Pelican.
You have some sort of bike or something, though.
I've got a treadmill. Yeah.
Treadmill, okay. Yeah, because I know some days you go hard at it. Like if you miss a day, you're going to punish yourself and go hard the next day, and then you're practically throwing up.
It's you run until you puke. That's what my football coach taught me in 7th grade, because he's not a psychopath.
Sack up, David. Yeah. Also, hygiene products. Don't go.
Yeah.
What all does that include? That, obviously, that's not perfume and stuff like that.
Like that, or a bath bomb. A little in-home spa day kind of thing.
Those, yeah, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
Hygiene is like, hey, here's some Listerine.
Yeah. Right. That's not a great stocking stuffer.
Here's some mints in your stocking.
Got you some deodorant.
Yeah.
No gag gifts or prank items. Well, if you're getting other things that are nice, one little prankster in there, some good-natured pranking, what's wrong with that?
Depends on the audience,
I suppose.
Yeah.
No intimate clothing.
Well, unless you're going to open it, if you're going to open it around other people, then no.
This just says off limit, intimate clothing.
Well, I don't know. I mean, nice nightgown or something for the wife, something maybe a little risque.
Is that what you're saying? Would you be comfortable going into a store buying something like that?
Hell no. The only time I've ever been in there was with you.
It was the funniest thing ever.
I know.
You just got to act like you know what you're doing.
You did.
We were a lot younger then. You do that now, and
I
it's
know,
like, oh, creepy old man's in here. I wouldn't do it now, but when I was in my 20s and you were in your early 30s.
You got that in a red? Can I see that one?
Well, yeah.
Just a
act
couple
like you
of
belong.
bros hanging out in the lingerie store.
We did.
Yeah, I was getting something. I'm trying to show Scotty this is how you do it.
He was getting
something
nice
you were
for
thinking about.
Scott. I know.
I just wanted to get out as quick as I could. Yeah.
Well, you're holding the stuff up.
You
the
did.
lady
You
was
did.
very nice. She was
I
very
know.
helpful. Yeah.
She's about your size. Let's have a look here. Oh, gosh.
I know. It worked.
I thought you looked good in that corset, Scott.
Yeah. I'll be over here in Orange Julius eating a big pretzel.
I don't know what it is about me buying lingerie for my wife that gives you some sort of homoerotic dream there, David.
Well,
You
just
might
a
want
couple
to
of
see
dudes
somebody
going to the
about that.
lingerie store before.
It works, man. It's time to get your gift given, and then I think we're off for some beers.
Yeah,
All right, we got to get to the 5 stories we're watching today. Straight ahead.
At Bank of America, we're proud that more than 20,000 veterans and people with military backgrounds have joined our ranks since 2015. Now we're committed to adding 10,000 more over the next 5 years. By helping veterans achieve their career goals, we're moving from appreciation to action, and together helping expand economic opportunity across America. Visit bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Newsmax, you like Newsmax. I like it too.
Newsmax has been terrific.
President Trump is right. Millions like you are tuning into Newsmax. You're watching Newsmax on cable. You're going to our streaming channel, Newsmax 2. And you're downloading our free Newsmax app on your smartphones and TVs. Reuters Institute says we're now one of the top news brands in the nation. Every night, watch great shows with Rob Schmidt, Carl Higbie, Rob Finnerty, and more as they expose the big media lies, the Washington swamp, and they're never afraid to talk about faith, freedom, and the values that made us great. Find out why Newsmax is the fastest growing news channel in America. Make the switch today and join our news revolution. Get Newsmax on cable, on streaming, and download the free app today. It takes just seconds to start. Let President Trump know you stand with Newsmax. It's for real news, for real people. Make the switch today.
All right. The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and now the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Number 5, this is just kind of an interesting thing I just learned. Somewhere around 70% of the oil in California is brought in from abroad. They are very much an outlier in the United States in those terms because of their green weenie stuff. This is one of the many reasons why gas is so expensive in California.
Really?
And then also that trickles up into Washington and Oregon. But the leading countries are Ecuador and Iraq. They are shipping in oil from Iraq and dumping all that diesel into the oceans because they think somehow they're saving the planet. Isn't that crazy?
It's just virtue signaling. That's all it is.
Yeah.
There's no pipelines that go in to California, and that's why California is, that's why gas prices suck in California.
Half the containers are emptied out on Newsom's head.
All right, number 4, the Justice Department has launched an investigation into unrest that unfolded outside of a Turning Point USA event at the University of Berkeley, California on Monday. Number 3, President Trump has ticked off a lot of his own supporters after defending issuing foreign work visas because there are certain jobs that right now Americans don't have the talent to do. I think he's trying to split the baby a little bit. He's trying to say, hey, look, I want to be pragmatic and say, well, there are some jobs that we have experts abroad that can come in and do the job. But then when you're talking about factory workers, like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it did not come off well.
No, and I think there are some people who are ticked because they read the headline and they didn't actually hear everything he said.
Right.
But, yeah, it's still not great. Number 2, House Republicans have now released a bunch of Epstein documents. This one's getting some play. Epstein was talking to Obama's former White House lawyer, about the case against Trump's fixer, Michael Cohen, that had to do with the payout to the porn star and all that. He says, hey, look, I know how dirty Trump is with finances. But that's supposed to be I saw the headline that I first read was, I know how dirty Donald Trump is. And when you see Jeffrey Epstein and dirty, you're not thinking finances.
No, you're not.
At least. And so then you read more and it's like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, I'm not really surprised that Jeffrey Epstein would be like, hey, man, this guy kind of screws over a lot of people.
Well, that was the whole gig.
Yeah. Everybody does it that way. All right. And then number 1, President Trump meeting with the president of Syria, gave him some fragrances, by the way.
Just take that, Joe, put it in. And then the other one is for your wife. How many wives? You guys had never know, right?
How many wives do you have? 1? Oh, just 1? Well, with you guys, you never know.
Jeez. I'm going to say it again. There'll never be another one like him.
No. He's not wrong.
No, he's not. Just who else would say it?
Yeah.
That's why, honestly, so many people love him. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. All right. If you had to pick one biggest story of the day.
I guess it's the Epstein files drops.
Okay.
I haven't really seen anything that rises to the level of bombshell. I mean, what they were trying to do is say that, Trump was hanging out with an Epstein victim for hours, and then it turns out that the victim, whose name they redacted, was Virginia Giuffre, who has said multiple times Trump never did anything.
That other story, too, about the Turning Point USA event at Berkeley.
Oh, yeah.
That guy that was in the red Freedom shirt, he had his cross necklace ripped off of him.
Yeah.
The guy that assaulted him, you heard what his name was, right? Jihad.
That's his name?
That's actually his name. Oh, we'll have that clip coming up. And the Robin Trifecta in just a few. Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. I'm Jamie Markley, Gen Xer, the millennial Dave Van Camp. Also in the starting lineup, the sexy boomer, Scott Robbins.
Hi there.
So, now the DOJ is investigating what happened at UC Berkeley when Turning Point USA was there the other night. And, well, there was a lot that we couldn't put on the air because it'd be nothing but beeps. There's a lot of swearing. And... well, there's one dude in a red Freedom shirt, and I think he just kept saying, Jesus is Lord, and had some shirts, and he was being, mocked, and then he got assaulted. And it turns out the guy that assaulted him is a dude named Jihad.
No, it isn't. Jihad.
Correct. Andrew Colvett, who is the producer of the Charlie Kirk Show, was on Fox last night with Jesse Waters talking about that. Here you go.
A peaceful guy. We have video from well before this altercation took place. He was just out there with his red Freedom shirts, and he kept saying, Jesus is Lord, Jesus is Lord. And they were agitating, they were attacking him, jeering, and he just remained peaceful until Jihad came up, grabbed his cross off his neck, and that poor gentleman went to go collect it, and the guy started attacking and assaulting him. And to his credit, he kept going. He wanted his cross back before the police. They obviously didn't know who started or what was going on. Both of them got cuffed. But ultimately, it was Jihad that is getting arrested, and he's getting charged, thankfully.
Yeah, should be. Sometimes it's just perfect, isn't it?
Jihad.
Yes. Would you be buddies with someone named Jihad?
No.
He might be
a cool
dude. Got to know him.
I would like to know.
I mean, if we're to play the analytics game.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it may not work out as far as friendship goes, but you never know.
Like a guy in my school named Demon or something. It's like, no, I don't want to hang out with him.
I'd probably, if I hear that he's a good dude, I'll probably maybe hang out with him once, but I'd definitely give him a fake name. Like, hey, I'm Steve. Nice to meet you, Jihad.
Yes.
Or just go, hey, G, how's it going?
Yeah. What up, G? There you
What
go.
up, G? You a G? You a real G?
He also mentioned, I think this is what the DOJ is looking into. There's this thought of what happens with administrators of these universities. They don't really want to set up security all that well because they don't want these people on their campus to begin with. So they let it just be lax. The other thing that they do is they will do tickets through the university, and that way the left-wing groups can get all the tickets.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then say, it's not our job for you to fill this. You need to do it on your own. Because a lot of times they just don't then show up, and it looks like no one was there to see it. Well, this was packed, even though they did exactly that at the event. So looking forward to seeing what will happen, if anything, with the DOJ on that one. Minneapolis city councilman carjacked in his own district. That was another story out there today. Oh, yeah. People talk about how bad Minneapolis has gotten since 2020.
Carjackings are down 8%.
And we were just talking about Christmas shopping a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
You've probably seen the new policy at Target with the employees.
No.
Have you heard about this, David? Okay. So they've got a new policy going on for their employees to be more friendly. It's called the 10-4 policy. Haven't heard of it, right?
No.
Okay.
10-4.
Yes. 10-4. There's a 10-foot rule. And what they're trying to do, well, in the end, is win back customers. Because, they were hemorrhaging customers after they went all woke and had the chest binders and all this stuff, the transing of kids. And, people reacted. Forget it. They're still trying to win people back. So they want it to be a friendly experience if you come into the store. Employees apparently are not too thrilled about it because part of the, quote, 10-4 policy is if an employee is within 10 feet of a customer, they must smile, make eye contact, wave, and display welcoming body language to be really friendly. 10 feet away.
10 feet?
And a wave. Some people are saying they're trying to be like Walmart, like you have a Walmart greeter.
Yeah.
You come in, they want more of that. But if this is any employee, no matter where you're at, they're within 10 feet, it's like, are they going to look like Forrest Gump? Lieutenant Dan! And they're waving like crazy. I don't know what it's like. It's kind
I
of
would
weird.
turn around. Like, somebody behind me, they know? What is this?
In high school, when I worked at Best Buy, there was a similar policy on that. And their whole thing was, the reason why why Walmart has how can I help you on the back of their vests is because you only see them walking away from you. Is sort of the big box store.
True.
Gotcha. But yeah, that was the whole thing. It also helps prevent theft. If you have employees who are regularly at least acknowledging the existence of a customer.
Okay. So apparently that's something what they're going after. And then if you're within 4 feet, you have to be even more friendly and ask something like, how's your day going?
Oh, no, not that. Just can I help you find something is fine.
No. It is, do you need help with anything? How's your day going today?
No.
As a customer, I don't want that.
No, I don't either.
Well, and some people are going to let you know, and you're going to have to pack a lunch because they're going to still be talking 20 minutes about how miserable things are in their life. Seriously. I'm glad you asked because really here's...
Well, some people can't stand small talk. I'd be one of them.
I don't mind small talk. It's all right. I mean, if somebody's friendly, I don't... Hey.
Oh, yeah, you'll cut it up for a long time.
That's nice.
You may come off all gruff on the air here on the show.
No, I'll talk.
But, you'll talk with people. You love it.
My grocery store now, if you can't find something, you ask them, and then their little handheld computers, they figure out what aisles it's in, and what shelf it's on and that sort of thing.
So you bug those people all the time?
Well, if I don't know what I'm looking for, and a lot of times it doesn't make any
You mean
sense.
you know what you're looking for, but you don't know where it is, or you don't even know what you're looking for?
I'm looking for marshmallows. Oh, that's over here
gotcha.
by snow tires and candles. why would it be there? I can't believe I didn't look there.
So we'll see how this goes. There are different people with news cameras going out to see how this is actually playing out.
Yeah.
Which to me is pretty funny.
Uh-huh.
Because you're looking at a whole generation that doesn't want to look at anybody in the eye.
No.
It's going to be really uncomfortable.
I'm just waiting for the day when they text you while you're in line.
How's your day?
How's your day? Question mark.
All right, you ready for your big three?
Yes.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
1, 2, buckle my shoe on.
It's the 3 most important news stories of the day.
I hit the trifecta.
Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
Every day about this time, Scott Robbins' top 3 stories, helped by his hero.
I'm Casey Kasem.
Hey, Casey, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
How can I help?
ready.
How can I help you today? Can I help you with anything?
Nope.
Okay, fine.
3.
I tried. Trying to be friendly. I waved at you, too. You didn't even see that. Okay, fine.
Well, like Casey Kasem does his own shopping.
Right, yeah.
Please.
He's got people.
Yes. He
No way. 3.
Guy hasn't been underneath a fluorescent light in 50 years. All right.
3.
At number 3, the U.S. Mint. I hit a little close.
He counts down the store playlist, though.
The U.S. Mint is doing something for the final time.
Yeah, U.S. Treasury Secretary said this afternoon that this is it. This is the last one. We're minting our last penny. No more. Scott Bessent will, he said, strike the nation's final penny in a ceremony that'll be taking place a little bit later, making the official end of penny production. It's all over. Trump delivered on his promise that he was going to get rid of the penny. For far too long, he said the United States has minted pennies, which literally cost us more than 2 cents. This is so wasteful. I've instructed my Secretary of U.S. Treasury to stop producing these new pennies now. So they're going to do that. With an estimated 300 billion pennies already in existence, they said it's not like they're going to go away overnight. The move will save, get this, $56 million they were spending on minting pennies.
Wow.
So they're going away. By the way,
I would have had no idea.
Just out of curiosity, when was the last time you had change in your pocket?
Last week.
Really?
Yeah.
I never have change in my pocket.
It's not as much as it used to, but...
I used to be able to... I remember you take all your change and put them in a big, whatever, wine bottle or something.
Yeah, or a big old mug, whatever it was.
At the end of the year, you cash them in and, take a little trip, do something with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Until your kids got into it because they needed something at school.
Oh, gosh, yes.
They ruined it all. Yeah.
Now, on with the countdown.
Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day, up to number
2.
That just got very Target employee centric, didn't it? Bearing our souls. How are you doing? Well, the kids ruined the change jar.
No, you never have change anyway. I mean, the change jar that I have that I had used for years, it's like, it's a little more than 3/4 full. I keep thinking, what is going to happen when it's full and I take it to the bank? They're going to look at me like I got 8 heads. Like, really? Because they probably don't have to deal with that much anymore.
No, but they'll do it, but they hate doing it. You know they hate doing it.
I know. I almost offer a tip.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be ticked.
You're almost embarrassed when you drag it up there and put it on the counter. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, could you count all these for me, please?
Yeah. I could take you and you could say, this is your job, depending on your mood that day.
But I used to, when my daughter, when I took it, because I made my trip to my baseball trip with my buddies, I spent that money. And I would say $5 if you can tell me within $15 how close this is going to be.
Really?
So she'd guess, and then we had fun playing the game.
Got it.
2.
Just a little something for Dad and Daughter Day,
Some gambling.
Gambling.
Yeah. Well, you used to take her to the off track.
Well, I didn't take. Well, yeah.
Yes,
but
you did.
Once a year to pick ponies for the Kentucky Derby.
They're horses, Scott.
Well,
I mean, you try to minimize, say once a year, and it was ponies. No, it was horse racing. You got her into gambling.
I don't think it's
what
stuck.
happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I did let her pick because she was little and she was picking horses by their name and that sort of thing. A lot of times she won money. I didn't. So.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. It was father-son bonding experience. Then we went home and watched Purple Rain.
2.
Number 2. Is it, speaking of finances, is it cheaper to go to the Browns game or buy a cheeseburger?
Yeah, this is really interesting. Browns tickets for Sunday's clash against the Ravens are cheaper right now than some of the concession options. You can now get into the game for $11. Cheeseburger, when you get to the game, it's going to cost you $13. Stadium nachos, $12. If you want to get the beer and hot dog combo, the classic, that's going to cost you $14. So the ticket is cheaper than the hot dog and the beer or the nachos or the cheeseburger you're going to get at the game.
Wow.
And the countdown continues.
Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day.
And finally, 1.
Number 1, Charlemagne the Fraud. For some reason, still likes talking to Democrat Representative Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah, he was on a podcast called Hot and Bothered with Melissa Ford. You familiar with that one?
No.
I am not either. He said Jasmine Crockett is actually what the Democrats should be leaning into. He said she's a phenomenal messenger, and some people just get it. Some people just have a different anointing on them, he said. You don't know why certain people cause folks to gravitate towards them, Charlemagne said. But to me, it's Jasmine Crockett. It's more than just a moment. It's everything.
It's everything.
If you watch her in these congressional meetings, she's always on message about something.
It's a load of nonsense.
I'm telling you, Charlemagne and I know what the political ambitions and where she's going to rise within the Democrat Party.
ICE is like slave patrols. I mean, there's a whole list of things she talks about.
Spot on, Jamie.
ICE comparing to the Klan?
Yes.
It goes on and on and on. Okay, Charlemagne, what do you
And
say?
there you have it.
Yes, Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day. That guy.
I know. Right?
Yes. All right, we got to get to a news update and our final Nimrods in the news in just a few right here.
Sure, the weather's cooling off, but football season is heating up, and it's even better with Prize Picks. Here's the deal. Download the Prize Picks app, use code MVCR, and when you play your first $5, you'll get $50 instantly in lineups. That's $50 guaranteed just for playing. Prize Picks is super easy to use. Just pick 2 or more players, choose more or less on their stat projections. If you're right, you win. It's that simple. It's available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia, and your money's always safe, fast, and secure. Maybe even cash in on all those instincts. Who's falling in the standings and who is rising to the occasion? Make your pick on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. You'll get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MVCR and get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit PrizePicks.com for restrictions and details.
At Bank of America, we're proud that more than 20,000 veterans and people with military backgrounds have joined our ranks since 2015. Now we're committed to adding 10,000 more over the next 5 years. By helping veterans achieve their career goals, we're moving from appreciation to action, and together helping expand economic opportunity across America. Visit bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Oh, no. Stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
All right, then. The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. It is true, cooking Thanksgiving dinner is high stakes because you got a bad turkey, it's dried out, and you got family revolt on your hands.
Yikes.
So one of the reasons a lot of people love Chef IQ Sense. I've loved using this thing. We were getting feedback from people that bought it. We're like, man, I love this thing.
Lots of it, too, man.
It's a wireless cooking thermometer that takes all the guesswork out of holiday cooking. The USDA says turkey's got to hit 165 degrees to be safe. And your eyes can lie, but Chef IQ does not. Whether you're roasting, grilling, or even smoking the bird, it's going to hit that perfect temp every time.
Yeah, it really is a cool thing in the kitchen, especially for something like turkey, which is notoriously difficult to get right, to get just perfect. And Chef IQ Sense makes it stupidly easy. It almost feels like cheating. Honestly, it really does. All you do, you put the sensor in, tell the app what you're cooking, then kick back and relax. No more oven peaking, no more dried out turkey, just perfect food every single time.
And not just for turkey either. I mean, steaks, chicken, fish, whatever you're cooking, Chef IQ has got you covered. Seriously, you're going to wonder how you ever cooked without this thing. Plus, it's the ultimate gift for the seasoned pro or the kitchen rookie. And right now, you can get 30% off site-wide with code MVCR at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com. Promo code MVCR. Perfect meal, zero stress. You can thank us later.
News update, David Van Camp.
The Department of Homeland Security is claiming that a member of Senator Tammy Duckworth's office misrepresented himself as the attorney of a detained illegal alien to facilitate their release.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah, I went into an ICE facility in St. Louis, and the staffer told federal agents he was the attorney of a 40-year-old illegal immigrant previously deported 4 times to Mexico, who also had a DUI conviction. And so this person falsified the form. They're on tape, lied about being his attorney. They're not even sure if he's actually an attorney at all. And then it looks like worked with an actual law firm to try to get this thing done.
Stop breaking the law!
Yeah. Be keeping an eye on that one. Wow, man.
Unbelievable.
All right, here we go.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Dean.
It's Nimrod's in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the news. Florida, Palm City. Investigators say that Eric Thomas Pancake, 38 years old. I knew you'd love that. Not joking either. He lives with his dad. He's 38. Dad's 72. So loser. Beat up his dad.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, black eyes. He's going to be okay, but still, my gosh. And he's a pancake. If you got a picture in your head of what he looks like, and he's a big guy, yeah, he's a big guy.
Well, and apparently Pancake flipped.
He was intoxicated and belligerent when cops got there. He just put his hands behind his back, said, yeah, take me away. And that's Nimrod's in the News. Dad's like always been a loser.